It is now time for the Michigan Sports Report. Hello, everybody. I'm the Dependent Fanatic, and we go over this past week's results in Michigan athletics across the professional sports and Michigan State, Michigan. Here we go. We're going to start with college basketball. Way back on Monday, Michigan beat Miami of Ohio 94 to 67. Michigan had 5 turnovers in the first 4 minutes. They had 12 turnovers in the first half and still scored 44 points in that half. The hustle was great all throughout the game, and in the second half it paid off. Michigan had their way with the Hawks, winning 94 to 67. Nabari Burnett led the way, scoring again with 18 points. Also 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a block. This guy Burnett has improved dramatically from last year under Dusty May this season. 7 players had 8 points or more for this team. 10 players played meaningful minutes. Trey Donaldson was 6 of 9 for 16 points and 4 assists. Freshman LJ Kaysen was 3 of 5 for 11 points. He was 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Good to see there. Roddy Gale Jr. was 4 of 6 for 10 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Game 2 this past week for Michigan was Tarleton State. It was a 72 to 49 win for Michigan. It was another slow start for Michigan, but they slowly pulled away throughout the game. Roddy Gale had 16 points, and once again, Michigan had 5 players with 9 points or more. Up next for this Michigan squad is Virginia Tech tonight, Monday night. Michigan State in college hoops is now 4-1 as well. They beat Samford. That was Michigan State's only game. They beat them 83 to 75, so a closer affair. Jaden Akins led the way again in this close game with 25 points on 10 of 15 shooting. Up next for Michigan State is Colorado on Monday tonight. In college hockey, Michigan is now 9-2-1 after they swept Penn State in a high-scoring series. Game 1 was 6-5 in a victory for Michigan. Game 2 was a 10-6 win for the Wolverines. They were down 3-0 and finished 10-3 in that second game. 8 different players had a goal in this series for Michigan, but it was TJ Hughes who had 1 goal in the first game and 4 goals in the second game this week. Michigan has now won 6 straight games. Up next is a home-and-home series with Western Michigan, away on Friday and home on Saturday. Spartan hockey, they are now 9-1, winners of 8 straight games. Michigan State beat the U.S. National Development Team 6-2 in an exhibition this past Thursday. Up next for them is Lindenwood on Friday and Saturday, both at home. As we move to the gridiron, Michigan State football won, and now they are 1 game away from clinching a bowl eligibility for sure. Obviously, 5 and 7 teams can get in, but it is according to adjusted progress rate. So to ensure that Michigan State gets in, they will have to beat Rutgers on Saturday. But this past Saturday, actually Friday night, Michigan State led Purdue 24-3 at halftime. The second half was a different story. It was a struggle for the Spartans, but on a 4th and 1, up 7 points, MSU got the first down and were able to run out the clock for a 24-17 victory over Purdue. Michigan State only had 293 total yards, but held Purdue to -4 yards rushing. Rutgers this Saturday. Michigan football is now 6-5. They have clinched a bowl after a 50-6 beatdown of Northwestern. Davis Warren was 26 of 35 for 195 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Mullings had 92 yards and 3 TDs. Edwards had 65 yards and a touchdown. And Tyler Morris had 7 catches. Wow. Northwestern only had 127 total yards in this game. Up next for Michigan is at Ohio State, the game on Saturday at noon. In the professional world of sports, the Pistons are 7-12 now, which actually the last time I checked was still ninth in the Eastern Conference. They lost to the Bulls on Monday, 122 to 112. They lost to the Hornets on Thursday, 123 to 121, and a nail biter there. They lost to the Magic on Saturday, 111 to 100. The point guards, Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey, need help around them for this team to continue an upward trajectory. Let's turn to the ice. The Red Wings are 8-10-2 now. 18 points is good for sixth place in the Atlantic Division, down 8 points to Toronto last that I checked. They lost to the Sharks on Monday 5-4 in overtime. Close game. They beat the Islanders on Thursday 2-1. Then they lost to the Bruins on Saturday 2-1. All close games this past week for the Red Wings. Then the Detroit Lions are now 10-1, but it came at a cost. Montgomery and others were hurt, but it sounds like Montgomery is going to play this Thursday on the Thanksgiving Day game. It was just a ho-hum performance from your Lions this week. No 50 burgers against the Colts, just a 24-6 handling of Indianapolis. Up next for Detroit is Chicago at 12:30 on Thanksgiving Day. There is your Michigan Sports Report, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a Michigan football preview of the game versus Ohio State tomorrow night. Stay tuned for the resume ranking as well. I have not posted that yet, but it will be out here tonight. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day out there. Like, share, subscribe, and have a good one.